Hello kids, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. Myself Rupa Gupta, your computer teacher for standard 4th. Today we are going to continue with lesson number 3, MS Word 2010, formatting text. So this is the second video of this chapter. In the previous video we have studied about changing fonts, font sizes, font styles and font color, and also highlighting text. Now today we are going to learn applying borders and shading, text alignment, that is center, left, right and justify, and bullets and numberings. So let's get started. First topic is applying borders and shading. You can apply borders and shading for the text, for the paragraph or the full page also. So here you can see in the picture, this option is the borders option. When you click on this arrow next to the borders option, you will see a drop down list. You have to select the last option, borders and shading. When you click on the borders and shading, you will get this dialog box. And how to do it, let's see. Okay, see here I have typed some few points on my city Surat. So we will give borders and shading. First we will do the borders. Before that you have to select the text. Okay, first you have to select the text where you want to apply borders, and after selecting the text, here this is the borders option. Okay, next to that you have to click on this arrow of the borders. Okay, this borders option is present in the paragraph group of home tab. So click on this option and you have to select the last option, that is the borders and shading. When you click on this, you will see the borders and shading dialog box. Okay, in this you have three tabs. First one is the borders, page border and shading. So first we will see borders. So where you want to give the borders, how you want to give the borders, just select that particular style. You can see the different styles are there over here. So whichever styles you want you can select. So I'll select this one. Okay, automatically as I have selected, you can see in the preview box. Okay, in this preview box you can see how the page or the borders will appear. Okay, you can change the color from here. So whichever color you want you can select, and you can select the width. Okay, width of the borders. Over here it is 3 feet. We cannot change. If we select something else, you can, we'll select this one. So you can see the width over here, it is 3 and 3/4 and 1.5. Okay, whichever you want you can select. If you don't want this, you can change it. Okay, here see, you can see so many options in width, how you want it. Okay, I'll select this one and click on OK. Now you can see the borders for the particular text which I have selected. Okay, if you want to change this border, so again leave your text should be selected. Okay, before changing, click on the borders option and borders and shading. Okay, now which style you want you can select that, scroll down. Okay, whichever you want you can select. This one I'll select. You can change the color. You can go in more colors to change. You can find out your own colors and click on OK and OK. Okay, this way you can change. Now if you want the borders and shading, now I'll select some other text and I'll show you. Again, borders and shading, page border, not border, select this one. Okay, color, whichever color you want you can select that. Okay, and then width, how much you want you can take that width. Okay, this way you can apply borders for the particular selected text. Now if you want the page border, okay, page border, so without selecting that you can do the for the page border. Go to the borders and shading option, go in the page border, So here also you can see the same options which is there in the borders. Okay, whichever borders you want, you can select the color. Okay, and okay, see, you can see the page borders have also appeared, or it will appear on all the pages. Okay, it will appear on all the pages when you select the page border. Now something we have seen in the page border, some new option was there here. Can you see the art option? Okay, when you click on that, you see lots of pictures, different pictures. Okay, you can select that picture. Now if I want this one, I'll select something, this flower, and click on OK. So instead of the lines, flower will come. Okay, so you can give art option for the page border. See, this option is not available in the borders, only it is available in page border. So whichever option you like, you can select that and click on OK. Okay, this way you can change the page border. Now we will learn about shading. So before shading, we have to select the text. Okay, I'm selecting this much text. Go to the borders and shading option and go to the shading tab. Now in the shading tab, you have the fill option. Okay, so fill, which option you want to select, which color you want to select, you select that color. Okay, and in the patterns you have style and color. So how the style will appear, so one by one I'll show you. You can see the option in the preview. Okay, how it will appear. See, now this is the simple one. So again I will select, I will just do undo, so you understand. Go one step back, select your text, go in borders and shading, shading tab, color. Okay, and now we will select here from the style pattern, we will select 10%, and inside colors also you can change. Okay, see, now see, you can see small dots, this is a shading option. If you, this I have done for the paragraph. Okay, I'll go one step back again and I'll show you again. Borders and shading. Okay, now select whichever color you want, select that particular color, and in the style option I'll take 5%. Okay, and now I'll take more, 15, and see here there is one option, apply to. If you want to apply for a paragraph or text, it depends upon you. So when you select text, only the text will get shading, and if you select paragraph, the paragraph will get shading. So I'll select text now. Okay, now you can see before that the full paragraph was shaded, now only the text is shaded. If you want to do changes, you can do that also. Go to the borders and shading option. Okay, select whichever color you want, 10%, then color for shading, I'll take this color, and here the paragraph is there. So now you can see paragraph and text. See, text shading is different and the paragraph shading is different. So you can see we have done now borders, page border also, and paragraph border also we have done, and shading also. Okay, so here in your textbook it is given this way. So now the next topic is text alignment. Okay, what is text alignment? Text alignment refers to the text layout with respect to the document margin, how your text will appear in the document. Okay, so there are 4 types of alignment, that is left align, center, align right, and justify. Okay, these are the 4 alignments that is available in the paragraph group. So align left, it is a default alignment. Okay, in this type of alignment, the text is aligned from the left and rest from the right edge. Okay, in this alignment you can see the picture. This is the align left. Okay, the left side is aligned properly, it is aligned properly, and from the right side it is edged means shabby, it is not looking good. Now next alignment is right. Okay, align right. In this type of alignment, the text is aligned from the right and brushed from the left edge. Right side it is aligned properly, and left side it is not aligned properly. Okay, this is the align right. Next one is the center. This alignment aligns the text centrally and leaves it wedged at the right and the left edges. Okay, from the left and right edges it is not arranged properly, but it is all the text will be in center. And this is the justify. In this type of alignment, the text is aligned both to the right and to the left margins, adding extra space between words as necessary. So if they require any space, so they will add the space, and from the right and the left margin it is aligned properly. Okay, so from left or right it is not wedged. So we will see one by one. So here first I will select this text. Okay, then these are the alignments, 4 alignments. By default it is aligned in the left, so we will align right. So you can see now right side is aligned properly and left side it is wedged. Okay, now first I will do one thing. I'll select this text heading my city Surat and I'll make it in the center, so you'll come to know. Okay, this is the center align. Then this lines are left align. Okay, now I'll select the another text and I will right align. Okay, this is the right alignment. Now this paragraph I will do justify, so you will come to know. Justify means, see, automatically it have arranged from the left and right margins, and they have arranged also extra spaces are also added in this. So again I'll show you. If we are doing left, see how it is. Right side, okay, this is the right line, this is the center align, and this is the justify. Okay, this way you can align your text as you require. So here this paragraph I will change it to left alignment. Now the next topic is bullets and numbering. Now, in a document, when the user wants to display data in the form of points, bullets and numbers are used. Now you can see on this page only there are small green dots. Okay, that means it is a bullets. If you want to add any data in the form of points, you can add bullets also or numberings. And by default in MS Word 2010, simple black dot is there. It is used as a bullet. Okay, in a bulleted text, each item of the list is added by the use of an enter key. As you press the enter key, again another list will be added, and in front of that you can see a bullet. Okay, so it acts as a new point. Each item is prefixed by a symbol called a bullet or a number. Okay, each item, if you have written numbers, the numbers will be coming one after the other. If you have used bullets, the bullets will come. Okay, we'll do it practically. So here I have typed few sentences on city Surat. Okay, so we will give bullets. First, before, where is the bullet option? See, over here it is. This is the bullets and this is the numbering. Okay, it is both options are present in the paragraph group. So first select the text. If you have written the text, first select your text. Okay, and then you can select the bullets. Click on this arrow next to the bullets, and whichever bullets you want you can add. So you can see in the preview down in the document area, whichever bullets you want you can select. So I have selected this. Okay, and if you want to change the bullets, if you don't like this bullets, you can change it. See that your text is selected. Okay, whichever option you want, you can select it. Okay, now if instead of bullets, if you want numberings, okay, you can first, whatever you are doing, you have to select your text. So I'll go, this is the numbering. Next to that you can see the arrow. Click on this arrow, so you have lots of numbering option, 1 dot, 2 dot. This way you can add, or this way align this numberings you can use. Then in the Roman numbers also are there, you can use the Roman number, alphabets one, small alphabet. Okay, whichever you want you can select. Let's select this one. So you can see this is the numberings. Okay, if you want to add your own numbers, if you want to add your own list, okay, so I'll write first, if you want numberings, so first you'll write 1 dot. Okay, and then after that you have to press the space bar key or the tab key. So space bar key, see automatically the numbers will appear. Here some formatting of problem is there, so it is not appear. I'll show you down again. One dot C. After pressing the spacebar key, automatically it will turn to numberings. Then you can add your own list. So here I'll type few words, bold, and press the enter key. After typing whatever you want in one sentence, press the enter key. Automatically the next point will appear. So next, number 2, you can write font name, enter, font size, enter, font style. So this way you can add your own numbers. Automatically it will add the numbers, okay, as you press the enter key. And now if you don't want next number, so you have to press 2 times. Okay, once I have pressed, so 5 appear. Again when you press the enter key, the number 5 will get deleted. Okay, this is for numberings. And if you want bullets, okay, default bullet is black dot. So how you will get, you have to press the asterisk mark. This asterisk mark is present on the 8 number key. So you have to press the shift and 8, you will get the asterisk mark. After that press the spacebar key or tab key, you will get the bullets. Okay, this way you can add the bullets. Then you can write whatever you want, and I'll show you. Formatting text, enter. See, next bullet is added, italic, superscript. Okay, this way the bullets can be entered. Now something interesting I'll show you. See, in the bullets you have lots of bullets option, right? But if you want some other, if you want to add pictures also in the bullets, you can do that. So, or symbols also. So where you have to go, you have to click on this arrow and you will see the drop down list. In this you have to click on define new bullet. Okay, you have to click on define new bullet. Here you can see 3 options: symbol, picture and font. So I'll go to the symbol first. Whichever symbol you want, you can select that. I want the symbol, you can select that symbol and click on OK, and then OK again. So now instead of that black dot, now you can see the symbol. Okay, so we'll create one more list over here, shift and asterisk, spacebar. Okay, then underline, underline text, text alignment. Now if you want to add pictures instead of this bullets, so click again, same procedure, click on this arrow, define new bullets. So we have gone through the symbol. Okay, whichever symbol you want, you can add it from here, and then you have to click on OK. So I'm not adding anything, I'll add picture. whichever picture is there, you have to click on work offline. Whichever picture is there in your computer, it will show you. So we'll go in the picture option, and here sample pictures. See, there are this many pictures. Whichever picture you want, you can select that. I'll select that lighthouse picture, okay, and click on OK. So see, you can see here. If you don't want, you can change it again. Same steps, follow the same steps. Click on define new bullet picture, click on work offline. If you want this picture or whichever picture, I'll take tulips, insert, okay. Okay, this way you can add your own bullets pictures, or you can add the symbols. Okay, this is the numbering. So I hope you have understood bullets and numberings. We'll just read. So bullets and numberings, in order to display an unordered list. Okay, if you want to display an unordered list, so you can use bullets. And if you require any ordered list, you have to go in a particular order, then there you can use the numberings. Okay, so this is the bullets and this is the numbering. It is present in the paragraph group on the home tab. So this way, this is the bullet numberings, and this is the bulleted list. I hope you all have understood today's video. Read the chapter and understand more properly. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.